This is about to cause a major stir online. After weeks of diss tracks, subtle jabs, and intense rivalry between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, an unexpected voice has emerged, adding fuel to the already intense situation. A man who claims to have ghostwritten for Kendrick Lamar has stepped forward, and what he reveals turns everything upside down. Every single detail. According to him, Drake was telling the truth. He wasn't exaggerating or being paranoid. He was correct. Hello everyone, welcome to Celebrity Cookies. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment your thoughts about the video. I hope to see you in our next cookies. Let's dive in. The unnamed individual, whom we'll refer to as Ghost K, has been part of the West Coast underground scene for years. He's not a public figure but has been around, credited on some indie tracks, and known in select circles. He's not a nobody. This week, Ghost K did something unexpected. He tweeted a mysterious message. "What if I told you Kendrick's pen wasn't always solo?" That sparked a frenzy on rap Twitter. Within hours, bloggers were investigating, Reddit users were theorizing, and someone finally contacted Ghost K for a statement. What he provided was more than just words or insinuations. Ghost K claims he was involved in the early writing sessions for To Pimp a Butterfly, not as a full ghostwriter, but as a conceptual enhancer. His role was to help brainstorm lyrics, connect themes, and even rewrite parts of unfinished verses. He asserts he was never credited, received only a one-time payment, and was told to stay quiet if you want to keep working in the city. But now, he's ready to speak out. And here's where it gets explosive. Ghost K also claims he contributed to the making of Damn. Particularly on tracks like DNA and Element. He even alleges that one of Kendrick's most famous lines, I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA, came from a brainstorming session where he freestyled that line. The interviewer pressed Ghost K for proof. While he didn't provide a full voice memo or text, he showed what appeared to be a screenshot of a group text from 2016 involving Kendrick, Top Dawg, and himself, discussing the lyrical direction of Fear. It hasn't been independently verified, but it looks authentic. The most shocking revelation? Ghost K claims Drake knew. It seems someone in Kendrick's circle let information slip. Perhaps it was a disgruntled engineer or another writer. But somehow, word reached OVO that Kendrick might not be as self-made as he presents himself. This changes everything. Do you remember when Drake released Push-Ups and included that line about ghostwriters lurking in the shadows like Kendrick's lyrics? It didn't receive as much attention as his more prominent diss tracks, but now it feels like a ticking time bomb. What if he wasn't just making empty threats? What if Drake had this information ready to go all along, just waiting for the right moment to unleash it? To be clear, Kendrick hasn't replied, and TD hasn't made any statements. However, the culture is already buzzing. Some fans are in denial, insisting Kendrick writes his own material. He's an artist. Others are embracing the chaos, saying, everyone gets help. You're just upset it's Kendrick's turn to be exposed. But here's where things get even more complicated. Ghost K has expressed his willingness to go public, on camera, with evidence, demos, and even voice notes if necessary. He claims he's no longer afraid and is done being silent while others profit from his creativity. And the industry, it's on edge. If Kendrick chooses not to respond, it opens the door for people to start believing the narrative. But if he does respond and mishandles it, it could tarnish his legacy more than any previous feud. Let's not act like ghostwriting is a new phenomenon in hip-hop. Dr. Dre, Diddy, and even Kanye, many legends have had collaborators. But Kendrick? He's built his reputation on being authentic, raw, and unfiltered, the voice of the streets and the soul. If it turns out he borrowed any of his lyrics, it would fundamentally alter how fans perceive every line he's ever delivered. Meanwhile, Drake is likely enjoying the moment. For once, the ghostwriting controversy isn't directed at him. He's the one in control of the narrative, the one who gets to say, I told you so. And let's be honest, that's one of Drake's favorite phrases. But here's the unexpected twist. There are rumors that this Ghost K character was planted, that OVO paid him to initiate this narrative as a form of revenge, not a genuine revelation. If that's the case, we're in even murkier territory. Because now the conflict isn't just about lyrics, it's about misinformation, psychological tactics, and industry manipulation. This whole Kendrick versus Drake saga is becoming less about music and more like a House of Cards episode with a hip-hop soundtrack. So what happens next? Will Kendrick ignore Ghost K and act like he doesn't exist? Will he respond with a freestyle that dismisses the allegations? Or will he do something unprecedented and release a public statement defending his writing? Regardless, the damage has already been done. Doubt has been planted, and once that seed takes root in public opinion, it's tough to remove. But if you want to stay updated on stories that turn everything upside down, don't miss out. Hit that follow or subscribe button so you're ready for the next big revelation.